let's go mudlarking on the Sarawi River. Yes, here we are again on the Sarawi River, enjoying the sounds, the sights, and hopefully the finds. So let's go see what we can find on this beautiful, beautiful place.
The river is all the way down there. We're trying to find a way down, but even though this isn't going to be the answer for us, and you can see somebody's dumped a load of rubbish down there, we found this really interesting stone with all these carvings on. It doesn't look like the usual small Masonic mark, but I suppose if you look at it that way, it does look a little bit like that old CNI thing, possibly. It's got a groove there. Let's have a look, let's empty the groove out. So what is that?
It's obviously cemented in somewhere in a floor or something, isn't it?
Let's turn it over. Oh, it's just a lump on the back. Not been dressed in any way on the back. That's an interesting stone.
See, part of the something, cement there. That seems to water runoff.
Could be, I tell you what it could be, part of a cheese press. If that's a runoff, they used to have big stones and they'd put the cheese on there and then press it. And these ridges would bring all the way out of the cheese into a groove and then out into a jug or a bowl.
It was obviously snapped there. It was obviously a bigger flagstone at some point, had some purpose.
What do you think? Cheese press? Something Masonic? Or something even more strange? Where we are now is a little scrappy beach. You can hear the man driving his lawnmower in the park behind us. And there's not really a lot on here, as you can see. So what I thought we'd do is get straight into the water. So again, apologies for the engine noise. Hopefully he'll be finished soon. So come on, pop your wellies on and in we go. Ooh. That's very cool and refreshing on the feet. Move you down, don't forget. Shout if you see something. I can see something white there. Right, that's just a piece of a ginger beer bottle, I think. I'm sure that lawnmower is getting closer all the time. There's something in there. Can you see it there? Oh, that's interesting. I thought it was plastic, but it's not. It's clay. Oh, I like that. Oh, it's got a number 1 on the side. What's that? No, I don't think it's anything. I think it's just a little bit of unevenness. Unless you know different. What is that? Do you think that's off a roof? That's what I'm going for. Something to sit on your roof. I've spotted something out of the water. Let's climb up and see if we can see what it is. There. Let's get closer and have a look. Oh, that's a dinky little bottle. Let's take it down and give it a wash. Now, I think that says Cardiff milk. I haven't got my glasses on. But what a lovely bottle. Phil had a look with his glasses on and apparently that says Coronet milk. I really love that. It would have been nice if it had said Cardiff because Cardiff is the capital city of Wales, but I'm quite happy with Coronet.
Hi everyone, just taking a little break from the river, just for a few minutes to give you an update on something exciting that has come our way and that will be making a series of videos, hopefully starting next week. In the next week or so, it'll either be next week or the week after, we will have a series of videos going out. It's looking like there could be 3 or 4 videos, all from one location. We've mentioned this location on our live show, but we wanted to give the news to all of our fans who watch the program because there's so many thousands more are watching these videos than watch us on a Saturday night at 9 o'clock British time. So we want you all to be aware that there is a series coming up, and a big thank you to Scott, one of our followers and a great guy who gave us the heads up on this place. So it's going to be billed, as we've done in the past, as a secret location, so we don't give away Scott's site, but it is a fantastic place. We see some brilliant dumps on our travels, but usually when we go outside of Wales, so to have a really good location within Wales has been really exciting. And all I wanted to do now is show you a few finds that we've picked up to give you a taste of the sort of thing that's turning up at this particular location. It's a river location. It's a river that is flowing right past a dump, but the dump hasn't leached into the river as happens in other places due to it changing course, but it's become uncovered through excavation. There are works going on there which are opening up an area for a very short window of time, and it seems to cover everything from the roundabout, possibly, well, for instance, if there's a pipe stem in there, we've got to be talking back to 1930s and before to have these things in use. There was pipe stem. In fact, we've had a couple of pieces of pipe stem, and Scott was telling us on the live show on Saturday night that he's found a pipe bowl there, so we're jealous of that and we'll keep hunting. But we did find a pipe stem. Bits of the crockery give you some idea of the sort of era that we're looking at. There's a lovely little cup handle there and a beautiful pattern, and of course the old go to work on an egg. Well, you wouldn't fit your egg in that egg cup nowadays, but you get the idea of that sort of, well, 1950s perhaps, 1950s style. There are items such as toys down there. There we go. There's a beautiful little back end of a cap gun that some child, I'm sure, had hours of fun with in the past. We've even got a cute little number 7, which we assume with that little foot on it may well have stood on a cake for a 7-year-old. I dare say that 7-year-old is probably the same age as me now and heading for his 60th. All sorts of bits and pieces. Caroline was well pleased because numerous times she's mentioned Pond's cream when she finds milk glass, but to find a pot which has Ponds on the bottom, and we'll look at this again in more detail, but there on the lid you can actually see the product name still on the lid, and that's been in the ground for over 50 years. And you find one and along comes another one. There we go. So he has a butty. Yeah, look at that. Cute little mug, little possibly out of a toy tea set or something. Just a tiny little metal mug, that beautiful handle there. Absolutely wonderful stuff that we've been turning up. And of course, whenever you hit a dump, particularly a bottle dump, it's going to have Shipham's paste pots. And this is no disappointment. And now, having been educated by one of our followers in the live show, I know that on the bottom of some is written, as on this one, founded 1750. And there's the Shipham's logo. There you go. And not just 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we come to the cute little ones. Another one there. Look at that, slightly different one there. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? How lovely. And here comes another one. And that first little one I showed you, different again. The pattern, the effort that went into making these pots. Absolutely gorgeous. Just a little bit of paste. You make sandwiches for the family and it goes in the bin. But look at that. They really had style in their time. And of course, we come up with little milk bottles from time to time. And this was a little milk bottle we found. And that one there, I don't know if you can actually see it there on the glass. But we've got the Co-op Society. That's what's written on there, Co-op Society. And on the back, pasteurized milk. And along the base, please return this bottle. Of course, that was why so much glass was used back in those days. Because we talk about being so careful with our planet's resources, but glass was the ideal recyclable and reusable. Whereas with plastics, even when you do recycle them, you've got an awful lot of energy to do so. Milk bottles were washed, reused, many, many times over. Another little bottle here, even smaller than that one, look. Isn't that a cutie? There you go. And alongside that, we've got a few other bits and pieces. Stick with the bottles for a moment. Isn't that a lovely little jar? Isn't that nice? I like that. These are still wet because we've literally brought these back. I've just given them a hose down and brought them on camera to share with you today, to share our excitement. Hopefully our excitement with this slot and this find will come over and enthuse you to watch the videos and to share them with all your friends, because we've got some cracking stuff for you to see the sort of thing that we're talking about. No prizes for guessing that. The beauty was, in those days, you just had to see the jar and you knew what it was. And of course, it's got it written on there, Brill Cream, to give you the Brill Cream bounce. And then we've got ourselves a poison bottle here. Not a blue one, no, but brown. And we learned a lot about this brown amber glass in the live show last week, and about how it protects not only from UV light, but also blue light, and is the best protector against sunlight for fluids. And the reason we know it's a poison bottle is because of this ridges around the bottom. To identify even in the dark, don't drink what's in here because it could poison you. There you go. So that's another boot. 2 more items. No, sorry. Let me just show you these. Oh, I tell you, I can't get over the amount that we came up with. Just on the small side, there's a cute little bottle there. There's another cute little bottle there. And another Booth Distilleries bottle. Booth Distilleries Limited is written on that one there. And that's a little miniature bottle from the Booth Distilleries. Beautiful hexagonal shape on that. And then to finish and to round up, I will show you this little beauty, which is an insulator. Now, we often find bits and pieces of these, but there we go. There's a whole one with the thread on the top and the holes through for the cable, and you can see the 3 holes there, I trust, and I can see you through them. Hello. So there we go. There's an insulator, because this is near a colliery site and it probably came from there. And Caroline's prize. She outdid me by a mile on this little walk. Last night, Caroline picked up on the riverbank this. Whole and complete. We need to check if we have a stopper here to go with it, because we've picked up several stoppers during our time hunting. But look at that. Yes, it's got a crack right down it. But folks, how cracked would you be if you'd spent the last 6 decades in a rubbish dump and now been bulldozed by a dirty great big machine? But there it is. It's a survivor. It's a glorious find. And I hope that a little bit of our excitement has passed on to you. I'll let you get back to our finds on the river now, but be sure to join us in the next 3 or 4 weeks to to watch the videos as we uncover what is on this fantastic location. Okay, back to the river.
There's a bottle stuck in this gap here. What is it? Well, it's whole. Is it new or is it old? Oh, it's got a screw top with the cap still on, I think. No, it's a bottle with a stopper in. Ooh, let's take this down the river and give it a wash. Let's look for some nice water to wash it in. It's quite deep here. We'll go here. No, change of plan again, it's not. It's just a modern bottle with a metal lid on. Oh, I did think that was a bottle stopper. Something's caught my eye out in the water. Let's see if we can get to it. I don't think it's too deep. That was pretty good. Oh, what's that? Can you see something there? Oh, it's the handle of a big old ginger beer or massive stone flagon. You can see how big that would have been. Oh, that's nice. But let's go see what caught my eye. Is it just a modern bottle top? I think I can see some writing on it. Oh, that's nice. It's a painted stone saying NHS. And it's been put in the river. NHS stands for our National Health Service. And it has been under a lot of strain over these last couple of months, as you can imagine, with coronavirus. And people are paying a lot of respect to the members of the NHS. And somebody's painted a pebble, popped it in the water. Now, I'm going to pop it back in the water because we've seen it now. You've all shared it with us and somebody else can have the fun of finding it again. We'll move it in a little bit though. Whoops, because that was quite a long way out. Where should we put it? Put it, there's the shore. We put it in there. And somebody should spot that nice and easy, possibly even a small child because the water's only about 2 inches deep. So that would be a fun find for them. Well, I thought we'd done well finding one stone and then I looked up and saw this. Let's go have a look. Oh, this is pretty amazing. People have hung pom-poms from the trees and here lots of stones all been painted. What have we got here? Make a planet pledge. Save water. Oh, I like that crocodile. That's very good, isn't it? And a glittery stone. Another crocodile. Let's have a look around here. Ooh, we got the devil and happy. A fox. Oh, somebody's very cleverly stuck some shells on that one. More glittery ones. Lockdown 2020 by Willow. Wow.
Ladybird.
Oh, yes, a few ladybirds. And oh, a skull and crossbones, so the pirates have been here. Let's have a look. We've got corn candy.
Another NHS stone.
What does this say here? Ponty Rocks. Or Pont Rocks.
We're in Pont Llanfraith.
Right.
Which is known locally as Pont.
There we go. So that's why it's Pont Rocks. When you're feeling low, fill the clouds with motivational quotes to get you and others smiling again. Hashtag kindness. Oh, there's a message here. Welcome to our fairy garden. Please take a blank stone and add love from the Springfield Sprites. And that must be one of the Springfield Sprites. Oh, somebody's put such a lot. Oh, look at that. There's a Canon camera. And this is a nice one. Be good, be happy, be you. And this is a weather rock. Rock wet, rain. Rock dry, cloudy. Make shadows, sunny. White, snow. Jump in, earthquake. And gone, tornado. Very useful.
Oh, somebody's done us a skull and crossbones.
Another pirate one. Wow, there's such pretty. Oh, a caravan. Lots of lovely smiley faces. Oh, what a lovely treat to brighten our day.
I'm going to add something to the collection.
Right.
I haven't got paints and we haven't got any means of marking, so I'm going to place a brick.
Oh, good idea.
For the Pontypool. This is Pont, but this is Pontypool as it goes, so this is known as Ponty. This is known as Pont. But I'm going to put this brick, I'm going to find the space somewhere suitable. And I'm going to place it down so it can be part of the display here.
Oh, there we go. And I've got this little piece of pottery here that I'm going to put by the side. So there we go. The mudlarkers have contributed to everybody else's rocks.
I'll balance the colour because I've got a nice, look at that. I turned that over. That was what I found. So it's a rim.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, that's pretty. So pop that on as well.
A beautiful bit of colour there.
There we go. That's our contribution.
Oh, there we go. They can have my bit of ridge pottery as well.
Oh, yes.
How's that?
Oh, there's a piece of pottery. I won't say plain or patterned because you can see it's patterned. It's pale blue. And here are some more pieces here. Let's have a look. We got some green and we got some ridge pottery. We always find ridge pottery and lots of bits of white. Oh, that's nice. Got some colour on it there. And what about this one then? Is this plain or patterned? Ridge pottery. Plain or patterned? Plain. Ooh. Ooh, that's a funny old noise, isn't it? Ah, is this my first piece of river glass of the day? No, it's a stone. And we got lots of little bits of pottery. Oh! Look at that. I thought it was going to be plain again. There's so much plain here. Whoa. Big melted blob of wires and plastics and goodness knows what. Pull that out of the river. We can't take it with us. We can move it out of the way. Have you found anything?
I've got some bits and pieces.
Ooh, let's have a look. Phil's just had a text. And another text. He's very popular. And another text.
We've obviously been out of reach for a while.
Yes, they're all coming in at once. Oh, right. No, another one.
First thing I want to show you is a dead.
Right.
Let me just put this in the water and you can see for yourself. Just put a stick on it. Doesn't that, to all intents and purposes, look like a rim or a ridge with blue and white on it?
It does.
Then you bring it out and it's yet another stone. Look, it looks like a pattern, doesn't it?
Yes.
I swear somebody's been painting it.
Amazing, those stones. I love them.
I know, but we're not taking stones home, so that can go back in there. But I have got a little bit of
ridge pottery?
I believe it might be,
yes,
the wide
wider
ridge, and it's got a little bit of writing on the bottom.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything too identifiable.
What else have you got?
This little bit of stuff.
Oh, I say that's a pattern bit of plate. Oh yeah, oh, it's quite old.
That's what I liked.
That's lovely, isn't it?
I like finding old things today because there's history here, going back 170 years, 180 years now, to be honest, to the Chartist movement. And I love the thought of picking something up that maybe was handled by one of those. It's a little bit of terracotta. Cute, I thought.
Oh, that is sweet. A little bit of a terracotta pot.
Then we've got another little bit of just china.
Plain white. I'll have to put these down. Plain or patterned? Oh, it's green. Very pretty.
I'm thinking it was quite thin, but I thought probably tiled with that colour. This is slightly, I think, more modern. It's a terracotta top to a teapot. Perhaps.
Yes, I think so, yes.
Then I found a couple of bits of this earthenware. And what I liked was that particular piece because there's just on the outside there
a
black
stripe
line.
Yes, it's not much,
probably above it I'd written
words, yeah.
Words on a tankard. That again, not sure.
Not quite sure, no. I think it's definitely been glazed, at some point.
And then there's a little bit of plain and a little bit with a tiny bit of blue on the top.
Yes, just there. Well, I'm going to leave you now because I've just looked down and spotted something.
Right, so I'm going to get my stick before it floats away.
I've seen some china with some colour on, so we have to pick it up. Oh, that's pretty.
Seeing that beautiful array of stones around a tree, so many of them, and that lovely sign with Pont on it, and it reminded me of a tale going back to 1839, because obviously youngsters have come together and created that. But in 1839, just up the river here, a matter of quarter of a mile, there's a pub called the Greyhound, and in March of 1839, one of the leaders of the Chartist movement came to the Greyhound pub to meet with the people of Pont. And it is told that on that day, 100 young girls carrying flowers and flags led Henry Vincent all the way from the Pont and Ffraeth pub, the Greyhound, into Blackwood, about a mile up, to the Coach and Horses, where he met and held a meeting with the Chartists. Because a lot of people miss out on the fact that although the Chartists were fighting for male suffrage, that means every man, regardless of where he was born or what he owns, should have a vote, there were some in the group that were fighting for women's votes. And there were even those amongst the elite and the power brokers of the day who blamed the women, particularly here in Wales, of inciting their men to rebel as part of the Chartist group. And Henry Vincent was one of those who campaigned for women's votes and was here in March 1839. Sadly, things didn't go the way they had hoped at that time, because in June of that year, 1839, they put a petition. They placed a petition before Parliament with 1.25 million signatures on it, asking for changes to the way we're governed. And the next thing you know, it's thrown out, rejected, out of hand, didn't want to know. Therefore, by November of that year, there was a march heading for Newport, and the contingent from the Isloyn Valley headed out from the Coach and Horses in early November 1939, marching down, people joining them as they went. By the time they got to Pontymister, to the Welsh Oak, there were 5,000 men marching together. And then by the time they arrived in Newport at the West Gate, 10,000 people were estimated to be there. An amazing event, marked locally by the Chartist Bridge and the 20-odd foot statue of a Chartist marcher. And this river, this Sarawi River, marks the course of that march that they took in November. And we're on it today, looking to see what we can find. So let's have a look.
There are some bits of china here. Nothing too exciting, I don't think. Try pulling that piece out. No, that's plain. But if I fancied a snack now, then I'm perfectly well catered for, because I have a saucepan and another saucepan. Very useful for making a mudlarking snack. It's a whopper. It's a whopper. Can you see it?
Whoa.
It's a whopper, Phil.
It is.
Pick it up for us.
I will indeed. I'll have to put my brick down a minute, because I did find a brick.
Oh, well done.
I'll put that down there in a minute. It's Abersychan.
It's Phil's Abersychan brick. Just a minute. You come over and watch you uncovering this whopper. Whoa, look at the size on that.
Whoa,
Ooh.
fell off my brick.
I put my hand there for perspective. It is huge. There's something semicircular there. Oh, it's metal, probably some sort of collar or something. And right next to it is one of these. Do you all recognise one of these? Oh, it's metal. Looks plastic, doesn't it? It goes from there all the way up to there. Oh, I've seen something in the water. I've seen a few things now. There's something there which looks like it possibly... No, I don't think it joined onto that. Something, whatever it is. I can hear a lorry or a car somewhere. And in here we've got... Oh, look! That is so pretty.
What is that?
Shells.
Oh, could be cockles.
Yes, could
Cockles,
be.
a
It's
jar.
not old because you
No.
can see the
Twist
string
top.
top, but that's a
Cockle
really
jar.
pretty jar. I like that. It's not quite a cutlery set, but it is the end of a knife. And here it is. It's our trolley with somebody's clothing on the top. And completely embedded in the silt and the stones.
Well, we're back up where we parked the car, and I got my spanner on my brick, and Caroline's got her bottle. So we found a few finds. We've had a fun day. So if you've enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up. And as always, till the next time, have fun. Bye.
Bye!